Hey everybody, I would like to do a vocal review of the Hoover Dam located in Nevada. We're at the Hoover Dam Food and Gifts Shop. We parked up there, up in the parking structure up there for cost $10 and took the elevator down, or you can take the stairs as well. Hey everybody, we signed up for the complete tour. No, not really the complete tour, but this tour involves watching a movie for about 10 minutes here, and then they're gonna take us down to the turbine room, which should be very interesting. So we're in the movie theater at the Hoover Dam, and the presentation is gonna start in 1 minute. They have a tour right now. It's special. It's $15, but I heard usually it's not this cheap. I think maybe they were doing some renovations, so they're discounting, I believe.
But with 7 states disputing how much of the river's water each could claim, construction of a dam, any dam, was only a dream. But in 1921, Secretary of Commerce Herbert Hoover joined representatives from the 7 states to seek out a solution to equal water rights. Hoover proposed to simply divide the area into a lower and upper basin and leave further negotiations to the states within those basins.
When you're on an airplane, that's normal. Just go ahead, yawn, chew gum, whatever you need to do. Once we get down there, first stop, I'm going to take you inside the diversion
500
tunnel,
feet.
tell you a few things about the dam, how they built it, and how it works. We're going to come back to the elevator, we'll go to the power plant, and I'll talk about all the different things that you see in there. Just try to stay together with friends and family. We are taking 2 elevators. We try to keep you together, but if you happen to get separated, don't panic. The elevators always go to the same place, but do make sure you stay with me. No wandering around the tunnels by yourself. If there's a tunnel that's calling your name, just ignore it.
Alright guys, we're down at the turbine level here. This is 500 feet below surface. What the heck?
You guys are in the back. Can you hear me okay back there? All right. So welcome once again to Hoover Dam. For those of you who did not ride down in the elevator with me, I'm Catherine. I'm going to be your tour guide today. So this is a map of the Hoover Dam site by building Hoover Dam.
Actually, we're in the diversion
creates a dry area where they
tunnel.
can do construction. So they built bridges across the river to begin building the dam. They had buckets carrying 8 cubic yards of concrete, which is 16 tons. Those were delivered every 78 seconds. They did it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Alright guys, so we're in the generator room right here.
The power plant. I would like to direct your attention down the room to the generators. There are 8 that you see here on the Nevada side. We have 9 more on the Arizona side for a total of 17 commercial generators. Each generator stands 70 feet tall, but you can only see the top 30 feet of them. Just one generator can produce up to 130 megawatts of electricity. That's enough to power about 65,000 homes. Look at the first generator, N1. Halfway down, you see a light shining on a 65-foot steel shaft. At the bottom of the shaft is the turbine. The water comes down through those huge penstocks, hits the turbine at about 48 miles an hour, spinning the shaft, which is connected to the road. The armature below us, all those magnets have been removed for maintenance, along with over 7,000 steel plates. And you can see some of those plates down there on the floor. They are getting ready to reassemble this rotor. Now sitting around the rotor inside the red drum is the stator, and that's about 5 miles of stationary outer coil. The rotor spins and the lights on top of the generators are on. They are in operation. Next, if you look down at the power plant a little closer to us, you'll see a small rust-colored 2.4 megawatts of electricity. Now, if you look above the generators towards the ceiling, you will see 2 P and H bridge cranes going across the room. First one has our American flag hanging from it, and its sister is way down there at the end of the bay. These cranes are original, run on tracks, and can be moved the entire length of the power plant. It's what they use to install the generators, and they're used for maintenance. One crane can lift 300 tons. To put this into perspective, the Statue of Liberty in New York weighs 225 tons. One crane could pick her up, no problem. But sometimes that's not enough for what we need here at the dam. They must be used together to form a super crane, which can lift 600 tons. Because when they do have to lift out one of these rotors from the generator, it shows the movement of water flowing through a turbine. And now, if you look behind you or to my right, you will be looking in the direction of Lake Mead. Between Lake Mead and us, right behind this wall, is the Hoover Dam. It stands 726 feet high, 45 feet wide at its crest, and is 660 feet thick at its base. So to help you visualize this, if you look from this wall all the way back down the room, that is 650 feet long. So you still need to add 10 more feet to have the equivalent of the thickness at the base of the dam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next stop on our tour is the Visitor Center. Once again, 2 elevators, so please make sure you stay with your family.
All right, guys, behind this wall here is a mass body of water. This is the back of the Hoover Dam right there. It's really massive. Check it out, guys. We're underneath the tunnel right here. We're in the tunnel underneath the dam. It's really dark down here. Dark and kind of damp. Dark and damp. All right, guys, we're up here in the observation tower, observation room, and yeah, this is part of the tour. And let's see here. Oh wow, look at that.
At the base, you see 2 long buildings, one on each side of the canyon. These house the 17 generators that create the electrical energy that provides the funding for the operation and maintenance of this facility. This allows Hoover Dam to operate without the use of taxpayer dollars.
There's the generators down there in those rectangular buildings.
This is called the takeoff structure. From the takeoff structure, the wires carry the electricity up and over the canyon walls at 230,000 volts. The towers that support and direct the wires are leaning into the canyon. These are cantilever towers, designed to ensure that the wires do not touch the walls of the canyon and short out.
I think those right there are cantilever towers.
On the canyon wall, and you will see a rectangular concrete building with 6 poles.
There's the Hoover Dam bypass bridge over there.
There are 2, one on each side of the canyon. Each building contains 2 90-inch jet flow gates. These gates allow us to run water around the turbines if necessary.
No one died. It's like this feeling.
Nobody dies. Give me the hiccup.
Above the valve houses, stretching across the canyon, are 6 3.5-inch diameter cables. If you follow the cables to the right, you will see the lifting mechanism of the crane that is supported by the cables. This is the original crane from the building of the dam.
Oh, this? No, that.
It is the oldest and largest skill of the
Here's the Hoover Dam relative to other famous structures. It's almost as tall as the Eiffel Tower right there at 726 feet.
Swung from the top of the cable
Wow.
by a single rope on a bosun's chair, drilling, blasting, chipping away at the rock. They work the walls to their solid foundation to prevent the natural rock from falling on the workers below. It has been said that in the shadow of Hoover Dam, one feels that the future is limitless, that we have in our grasp the power to achieve anything if we can but summon the will. Thank you for coming and seeing one of the 10 most honored construction achievements of the 20th century. Feel free to stay and take all the pictures you wish. The next presentation is located across the street at the flagpole.
I think the air's helping me a lot.
The thickness of the roadway is a mere 45 feet, but as the dam expands towards the base, it reaches 660 feet, nearly as thick as it is tall. She weighs in at a petite 6.6 million tons. Behind the dam, you can see Lake Mead, the largest man-made reservoir in the United States. It has a storage capacity of 9.2 trillion gallons of water. Enough water to flood the state of Connecticut 10 feet deep.
Alright, so we're in the observation room here. It's part of the tour. You gotta pay to be in this area. Wow, cool. Here's the Hoover Dam exhibit gallery.
Fire, guys, but just milking like they was thinking about slacking off.
Don't worry about me, none. I ain't afraid of hard work.
So where are you from, Greenhorn?
Detroit. Worked in the factory there, but it shut down. And you?
Great state of Wyoming. That's where I first met old Curry and Crow working on the dam at Jackson. This is my third dam working with Crow. There's a bunch of us that go where he goes because he's the best dam builder in the country, probably in the world. But most of the fellows ain't never worked construction, never mind built a dam. Some ain't never done what the manual labor before, especially down in this kind of heat.
Puddlers, muckers, and nippers. Alright, we're gonna go on an inside view of the electrical generator components. So this is some kind of stator coils. Pole piers right here. And this is part of the rotor. Jeez, my goodness, it's massive. You're actually inside one of the rotors here. Very massive. Jeez. Bigger than a man. Wow. Here's the scaled down model of how you generate electricity here. Here's a scaled down model of the dam right here. Yeah, they said they had to pour the concrete in sections and run water through it to cool it down. Yeah, it says right there. Had to be built in sections to ensure the concrete would harden properly, otherwise you have unequal hardness, I guess.